Hey guys, Casey here from Fall Mitten Outdoors, and today I'm out here with my cousin Craig, and we're setting up to do some more spearfishing. But today I want to talk about how we set up for large northern pike and what we look for to consistently target those large northern pike. Stick with us, and we'll have a little talk about it. So, one of the first things we look for when we're looking for a lake that could hold large northerns is lake depth. Large northerns need cool water to retreat to in the summertime in order to stay healthy. And the top app I use to find that is Navionics. That really helps narrow down the search. So make sure you check that out. We usually look for lakes that have a depth of around 40 to 60 feet in max depth. And that should be sufficient for the water to stay cool enough there to keep those northerns healthy. One thing you'll find with northern pike when you catch them out of a shallower lake, especially in the summertime, is you'll see their fins are usually red. And that's a sign of a stressed fish. And the reason for that stress is that lake's too shallow. It might hold a large population of small northerns, but the large northern pike are really probably struggling in that lake if the water's getting too warm for them. So anyway, yeah, that's what we do as far as narrowing down our search for a good lake. And then we're on to the next step. Secondly, we're looking for bodies of water that hold what I like to call fatty fish, your suckers, shiners, trout. Those fish have a high fat content to them, and the northern pike can easily grow to great lengths eating those fish. So it's very important that you find a lake that has good numbers of those fatty fish for them northerns to eat. Thirdly, we're looking for structure. The lake's got to have some good drop-off, some good weed structure. Pike they're an ambush predator, so they like to hide in those weeds and ambush their prey. Without that structure, northerns are not going to do very well in that body of water. So that's important as well. We like to use the hub style shelter because we like it to be portable. We like to try a lot of different lakes and not always necessarily stick to the same lake over and over again. The hub style shanty we use is made by Eskimo, and it's non-insulated. And the reason we picked a non-insulated shanty is for weight. We carry a lot of gear out on the ice with us, and we don't want the extra weight of a insulated shanty. So it has its pros and cons. Of course, when it's down to negative temperatures, it's going to take a little bit more to heat that non-insulated shanty, but it works well for us. Craig here can tell you a little bit about patience.
Well, let's see, this morning we got out here when it was still dark, and it is now probably 1:30 and have yet to see a fish.
And that happens on these lakes that hold big northerns. You're not going to have as many northerns in them, and so therefore you're going to have to wait it out a little bit longer, but the rewards are greater. I just got to keep convincing Craig of that. I like to use a artificial decoy. This one here is made by Wallace Decoys, and also like to use a live decoy at the same time. That's what seems to work the best for us. You might try something different, just use a single artificial decoy or a single live decoy. That's up to you. Another thing we like to do is with the artificial decoy, if we had it down there 20 minutes and we haven't seen a fish yet, we'll change up the decoy. So red and white seems to be a hot color. This one here is the color, sunfish colors. Got perch color decoys. Try various decoys. Sometimes it makes all the difference in the world. So anyhow, that's how we target large northern pike consistently, and a little bit about how we set up the spear for them. If you have any further questions about it, feel free to leave them in the comments. We'll try to answer them in another video. And in the meantime, keep watching Follow Minton Outdoors.